Are you looking for the best 4K projectors? In this video we will look at some of the best 4K projectors on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. XGIMI Horizon Ultra. XGIMI's Horizon Ultra is hands down the best 4K projector we've tested yet. From its thoughtful design, even its remote is premium, encased in metal, not plastic, to its video fidelity. The projector is rectangular, a misty gold cube with eco leather on the top and sides and fabric covering most of its front. When the projector is off, the covering you see above is up, protecting the projector's lens from getting scratched or accumulating dust. When the projector is turned on, the front covering glides downward, revealing the lens. It's a neat trick that never got old during months of testing. XGIMI gets top marks by making a 4K projector with both a functional and whimsical design. Where audio and video quality are concerned, XGIMI also gets top marks. The Horizon Ultra continually produced a bright, colorful image even in a room with some light leakage. If the curtains aren't drawn, well, the Horizon Pro can't compete with direct sunlight, but few projectors can. However, if you set this 4K projector up in a dark environment, even a room where the sun peeks through the blinds during the day, you'll be constantly impressed by what this projector's LED plus laser lamps and their 2300 ISO lumens deliver. It's the first long-throw 4K projector with Dolby Vision, plus HDR10 and HLG, and that heightened contrast and dynamic color adjustment are apparent as you watch throughout the day and night. Plus, optical zoom plus automatic keystone correction and focus allow for an image size of 40 to 200 inches and flexible positioning, up to 40 degrees off-center. Playing video games like Phantasy Star Second Story R, wherein characters dart across the screen while visual effects pop up constantly, was no problem for the Horizon Pro's 18 milliseconds latency and 60 Hz refresh rate, which handled the task with aplomb. Watching soccer games or Netflix shows like Chef's Table, more on that shortly, was similarly satisfying. This 4K projector's color reproduction was fantastic and shows or games with support for HDR, high dynamic range, look even better. Similarly, the projector's built-in 2x12W stereo sound system, courtesy of Harman Kardon, was equally impressive. It didn't stack up compared to a wireless surround sound setup, but it did its job, capable of decoding Dolby and DTS and delivering clear dialogue and deep bass. We never felt the need to connect external speakers to the projector, which was quite the feat. The XGIMI Horizon Ultra runs on Google TV. While the Android 11 operating system connected through Wi-Fi 6 moved fluidly, we could get in and out of apps and settings easily. The lack of native Netflix on the platform was bothersome. This wasn't an issue since our testing included hooking up a media streamer, and there are workarounds if you're willing to sideload apps, but could prove annoying for some. With that blemish aside, we can wholeheartedly recommend XGIMI's Horizon Ultra to anyone interested in getting a 4K movie projector right now. And if you have a really big wall and are willing to wait, XGIMI's upcoming Horizon Max, announced at CES 2024, offers an IMAX 1.90 to 1 aspect ratio, more lumens, an updated intelligent screen adaptation system, and more immersive sound, for a higher price. At number 2. AWOL Vision LTV 2500. AWOL Vision's LTV 2500 is an incredible indulgence for the most persnickety media viewer, especially those without a lot of space. This is a short-throw triple laser projector, which means it can create a 100+ inch screen while being only a foot or so away from your wall. The projector itself is significantly larger than any of our other recommendations, but the fact that you don't need to keep it several feet away from your wall means it can fit neatly on top of any entertainment center. If you're swapping out a TV for a 4K laser projector, the LTV 2500 will provide the smoothest transition, which is especially helpful if you've already set up an AV receiver with a surround sound system. If you don't have speakers set up, you'll appreciate that the LTV's audio system can play back Dolby Atmos surround sound audio natively. The LTV 2500 supports all the most popular video technologies, from HDR10 Plus to Dolby Vision, with 2600 lumens plus support for over 1 billion colors and 147% of DCI-P3, and it also actively supports 3D video. If you have a pair of active shutter 3D glasses, a Blu-ray player that supports 3D movies, and a cache of 3D films, you can enjoy them in their full fidelity. This is surprising considering how badly 3D movies sold, but it's a welcome feature if you'd like to play your entire movie library in the highest possible quality with every feature intact. This projector doesn't run an operating system, but AWOL Vision includes an Amazon Fire Stick 4K Max, which you can use to stream content from any popular streaming service. It's a pain to burn one of its two HDMI ports on a media streamer, especially given the LTV 2500's high price, but this won't be an issue if you connect a game console or other multifunctional device with access to Netflix, YouTube, and other services. If you'd like to set up a home theater system with a 4K projector but don't have a lot of room, AWOL Vision's LTV 2500 is the best choice. At number 3. JMGO N1 Ultra. We're wary of any gadget that seems to be predicated on a gimmick, but JMGO's N1 Ultra isn't a one-trick pony. Its standout feature is that the triple laser projector is suspended on top of its stand, allowing you to tilt it upward and downward up to 135 degrees easily. And its gimbal allows for a 360-degree horizontal pan. This comes in handy if you're trying to position it just so or want to project your video onto a ceiling for a limited time. In our experience, the N1 Ultra's flexibility was a huge asset. Moving it was simple, but the 4K projector never tilted on its own. JMGO managed to tweak its torque to avoid accidents. We tested the N1 Ultra and its 2200 CVIA lumens/HDR10 support /1600:1 contrast ratio during extended play sessions of The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, and it allowed us to take in the verdant green hills, snowy peaks, and harsh deserts of Hyrule in their full fidelity. The projector was bright enough to compete with light leaking through curtains in our testing space, with no big picture quality loss, thanks in part to auto-adaptive brightness, auto-keystone correction, smart object avoidance, auto-screen fitting, and more smart features. Video from streaming services also looked sharp, though the lack of Netflix on Google TV proved troublesome once again. 4K videos from professional YouTubers were a treat for the eyes, however. Where sound is concerned, the 10WX2 speaker system was solid, though it couldn't quite match the fidelity of the speakers built into XGIMI's Horizon Ultra. Still, if you'd like a 4K projector that's easy to tweak and whose eye-catching design isn't just for show, JMGO's N1 Ultra is more than worth a look. At number 4. Dangbei Mars Pro 4K. Dangbei Mars Pro 4K is well worth the investment for those in bright rooms and who desire booming sound. The ALPD projector's literal bright spot is its 3200 ANSI lumen bulb, which allowed the Mars Pro 4K to create a clear picture in a room with moderate light pollution. It's still not suitable in a room with many windows at noon, but you don't have to wait until night to turn it on. If you plan to set your home theater up in a living room rather than a basement and you get this projector, you'll be fine. The Mars Pro has no built-in software, but Dangbei bundles it with an Android streaming dongle. You can also connect your media streamer of choice. The Mars Pro supports HDR10/HLG high dynamic range formats, and our experience watching HD and ultra-high definition content was fantastic. Colors popped, and a great amount of detail was present even in HD footage in games. We projected a screen roughly 100 inches wide, you can go up to 200, but the projector's autofocus kept the entire frame looking sharp. Similarly, the Mars Pro 4K's 10WX2 audio system delivered a nice punch, though a little treble heavy, when watching videos or playing games with the volume cranked up. That said, you won't need to connect this projector to a speaker system if you don't want to. If you're queasy about setting up a 4K projector because the room it'll be in gets natural light for part of the day, the ultra-bright Dangbei Mars Pro 4K is the one to get. At number 5. XGIMI Horizon Pro. XGIMI's Horizon Pro is a step down in performance from our best overall pick, but it's still a solid choice if you need a 4K projector on a slightly lower budget. It has an 8-watt dual-speaker audio system courtesy of Harman Kardon, is packed with every necessary port, and runs on Google TV. While it matches its more expensive technical sibling in luminosity, its speaker system is weaker, and it uses previous generation video hardware so that color reproduction won't be quite as good. You'll still get a great-looking clear picture, but projectors have progressed since the Horizon Pro's launch. Still, it has all of the essential features you'd need from a 4K projector, from support for HDR, AI brightness adjustment, and a competent autofocus system. If you're looking for a home theater upgrade that won't break the bank, you'll find it here.